Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's lesson is about asking and giving advice. Today you are going to see ways how to ask for an advice and how to give an advice. First, let's read this dialogue between the student and his or her teacher. Student says, "I'm really worried about the final exam. What should I do to overcome my fear?" Teacher: "First of all, I think you should organize your lessons and practice on previous exams." Student: "What ought I do to get full marks in most of the exams?" Teacher: "You'd better start preparing from now and be positive, of course." Student: "Thank you so much for your piece of advice." So, as you can see in this dialogue between student and teacher, some expressions are highlighted with the red color. So, we're going to use this expression to fill in this expressions for asking for advice and others for giving advice. First expression: "What should I do to overcome my fears?" Teacher says, "You should prepare well and you should start from now, etc." Another way of asking advice, you can say, what ought I do?" To give advice, you can say, "You had better," etc. Now pay attention with should and you had better. It is followed by bare infinitive, which means infinitive without to. You should go to the doctor, for example. You had better stay at home, and so on and so forth. What would you do if you were me? This is another way of asking advice. To give advice, you say, "If I were you, I would." Now, do you remember this? This is conditional type 2. What do you suggest? You can also use suggestion to ask for advice. Have you thought of visiting the doctor? Have you thought of doing whatever? Okay. I have no idea what to do. This is another way of asking for advice. And this is another way of giving advice. Maybe you should do that or do this. What do you think I should do about getting good marks in final exam? It would be better if you review your lessons. As you can see here, there are many ways of asking and giving advice. And of course, there are other ways. These are the most important ones. Now, let's have your say. What is your piece of advice to the following people? Your friend says, "I feel tired and sick all the time. I really don't know what's up with me." Your sister, "My English is not good. What ought I do?" Your classmate, "I tried to stop surfing the net for many hours, but I couldn't. What would you do if you were me?" I'd like you to react to these situations. Thank you so much. See you in the next lesson.